First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's 1st and 10. They'll put a receiver in motion right. They'll run with the rookie out of Florida. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. On 2nd down, they run the counter. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Open receiver is Bo Melton. Yeah. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
So you find yourself on the verge of your drive stalling out. And not only do you pick up the 1st down, Mike, but you get a huge pass completion in the process. Really nice job keeping this opening drive of the game alive as they're really trying to start this game on a high note.
On 1st down, it's Love. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking him down for a loss.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in.
And he will get into the end zone. Bo Melton, touchdown tackle. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This returnable from the 4. He'll come across the 20 and take him down at the 21-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
And that one not going to net too much. He'll get this down to the 31. They'll stick with him again. Finding space at the 15. And strong running there as they're finally able to bring him down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. And he'll get this inside the 10, but not much further than that.
Are you kidding me? Really?
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. A second down throw for Love. That is caught to the goal line and in. Christian Watson, touchdown, Green Bay. Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Packers move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here's second and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion. He'll drop the throw. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken around the 11. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Love to throw on first and 10. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. But fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Throwing on second down, Love. That's taken in left side by Smith. He'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Here's 3rd and 2. pick this one up on the ground. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
He'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Now a 3rd and 2. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. They get 11 and quickly pick up the 1st down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
A pass caught by Saquon. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Packers on top. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment.
No score zone right here. No score zone.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Drive will start on the ground. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. 2nd and a yard. No give on the ground. Into space. He's inside the 40. A big run. They finally get to him.
I'm sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the first carry for Marshawn Lloyd. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. That is hauled in at the 5. He is in. Touchdown, Packers. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Now Love getting the Packers set for this two-point try. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. Fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket. And great example of it here.
Off the play fake. Hurts. Defensively, it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. They'll come up here first and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield. To give credit to the defense, they saw this one play out. They reacted quickly.
And he's into the end zone. Johnny Wilson. Touchdown, Eagles. The offense and Hurts ready for this two-point attempt. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll swing that 5, and he will find the end zone. The two-point conversion added on. Now that deficit is only 4. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 10. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. The man in motion is Watson. On first and 10, here's Love. This one complete to Melton. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
second down. Love. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's in. Touchdown, Green Bay. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in this first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And great, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Tight end motioning left. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here, Watts.
That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number one. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to knock it out and go forward. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds. And he stopped the clock as well. They'll look to throw yet again. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
First grab of the game for Brown. Good enough for a 1st down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Open man downfield is Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Halftime now at Lambeau. And the Packers are on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the 2nd half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. First and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Realizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for understanding who you can account for in the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of, That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. Got an open downfield on the crossing route. Back to the air one more time. That'll be intercepted. He gets free. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum build.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
Great start to this drive. Offensively, you take the sack on the first down. You think, all right, let's go to the ground game. Let's pick up some of the lost yardage. But then you take a loss again, and now it sets up 3rd and real long, and you find yourself in a tough spot.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for a 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much to speak of. Maybe a good deal. It's 2nd down. Motion man set right. Quick throw here is complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball game.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll run. It's Barkley. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll throw out of the gun.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a run. A little slow action, but he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Quick throw on the slant, taken in by Smith.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Heel drops to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. A gain there of 20. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
That's to the left side and taken in by Smith.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. Middle with Barkley. They're going to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2. Now they'll set up to throw. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Handoff here, up the middle. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll stay on the ground. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
The man in motion is Watson. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
He dives, and what a catch for the first down. A gain of 15 and a first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Good blocking to the 15. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Packers. That is 3 touchdowns in this one. And he's up to 11 on the season. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Here's Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Packers add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Here's a case of an offense just imposing their will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down. Receiver in motion, going right. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Packers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll get rid of it and complete it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it here with Saquon. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the 1st down.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's 2nd and 9. They will take a knee here. return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they're going to use them. The last two runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12.